This is a 3-generation story, actually 4. If you go back to when my family first homesteaded here. This brand first was recorded by my paternal grandfather, William, and Jansen, last name. And then the brand came down to his son, John, and now the brand is mine. So it's a 3-generation in the same family of the brand, but we've been here for 4 generations.
Okay, so I made this tile because I broke it when I tried to use a star stamp. So that's why it has kind of a star. But after it broke, I used just kind of experimenting with the different tools, and then did kind of a house on a hill with a path and tried some different texture tools for the grass. So yeah, house in the country.
There's just cows everywhere.
I was gonna say, that's a nose.
I love cows, and they just meet everybody I know, somebody's family has a cattle farm or a cattle ranch, and I just love cows. We have a running joke in our family that I'm gonna steal a cow from one of my husband's uncles, so I was just fitting cows are everywhere in North Dakota, and I love them to death, so I figured I'd get that involved somehow.
This is wonderful.
Is a firework coming out some dots.
Tell me about your towel.
I kind of thought about a horizon, and then kind of waterfalls on the side, and then kind of a little bridge there, and then this would be the sun, since it will turn kind of yellow. And then this I use the nails, and then kind of scrape them a bit deeper.
All right, so I made 4 flowers for each one of my family members, different sizes, because we're all different sizes, and leaves for the season, and then butterflies because it's our favorite thing, huh?
Tell me about your tile. Yeah, so one of the fun things that we like to do in the summer is hike through the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. And so I have a picture of my kiddos standing there, and I wanted to just replicate what the landscape looked like with a natural highway, just some of the brush and grass.
So it's based off of a photo of my mom from when I first moved to Beach.
Oh, nice.
We were driving through Medora, and she stopped on the side of the road to take a picture because she loves to take pictures.
So this tile is a landscape out at Lake Chida. This is the reservoir, and I also included our paddle boards, which we like to do on the weekend.
I'm a football player. It's been running my family. My family's from eastern Montana and North Dakota, so football's a big part of that to me.
Okay, so my tile is Eye of the Heart, and inside the heart is a symbol for each of my kids and my husband. And then on the outside is surrounded by the 3 lines representing the Trinity. My oldest daughter is the sun, kind of on the right side. She's a shining light. The next one to the left is a star. That's my youngest daughter. She's the light at night. And then there's a symbol for an eagle. That is my son-in-law. He's Native American, and his name is Running Eagle. And then the rocking chair is my husband's symbol for our little ranch. The book in kind of the middle represents my son, who is just a reading fanatic. He reads more than anybody I've ever known in my whole life. The symbol on the bottom is the Chinese symbol for a woman. And that is my son's partner. Her name is Shuang, and so that's my best attempt at Chinese. And then the other symbol is my son-in-law Eddie. He's from Mexico, so we have a little what do we call him?
It's a saguaro cactus.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So that's it.
Okay, so my piece of clay when you gave it to me was kind of shaped like the state of North Dakota, and so I drew the horizon line, and then my dad, grandpa, and grandfather were wheat farmers, and so I'm from western North Dakota, so that's my inspiration.
I love the way you did the wheat.
It's layering.
It's a prairie pasque flower. And this is from a picture that I found that I took at Teddy Roosevelt National Park. And then the bricks are from the original east entrance, so the building there. So it's kind of a combination of both man-made and nature. So.
Lovely.
I have a 2D background, and so whenever time I can work with drawing and painting, I try to lean into that training. But the imagery I pulled from my wife was born and raised in western North Dakota, and her family has buttes on the land, and so just wanted to do an inspirational landscape based on that.
Okay, tell me about the prairie dog.
So this is a prairie dog. I named him Amos. And he's just hanging out in the park, and the little swirlies are kind of symbolizing the wind that's on the Dakota land all the time. And my daughter loves to look at the prairie dogs, and I'll do another one hopefully, and do another thing about Medora.
So this one is just a little bit more creative expression about myself. I love dinosaurs, and I have been drawing this shaped dinosaur since I was in high school, and I thought the flowers just give him more personality.
I came to North Dakota to start my teaching career, so this is just some symbolism of my journey as an educator here.
So I have gone to Medora almost every year as a kid, and we always just love to spend time out in the Badlands, so it's just kind of a picture of what the beautiful buttes look like out there.
One is like North Dakota, since I made like the edge and we cut it a bit. I made like a river, the sun, clouds, a house, and then where Dickinson was. And I put my name on it.
Nice.
I chose the monarch butterfly in flight as a dedication to my mother. She has never been to North Dakota, but she used to raise monarch butterflies in her basement in her home in Wilmington, Delaware for many years when she taught grade school. All the phases of the monarch butterfly, from the milkweed pods and the cocoons and the pupa, and then would release them with the neighborhood children. And the monarch butterfly's annual flight pattern in North America for their migration is Canada to Mexico through North Dakota. So whenever I see a monarch butterfly, especially in North Dakota, I know my mother is nearby.
So I work for Golden Valley News, and that's based out in Beach, and that's why I made this tile.
So mine is each hole represents one of my birthdays, and then the scratches on the hole is like a part of my secret animal that my mom thinks, which is a wolf.
Yeah, so when I first moved to North Dakota, I had my 2 dogs with, and I have since lost my dog Bella, so that's her kind of invisible footprints there, but they're still kind of always here in North Dakota. So
I grew up in southwest North Dakota, and these tiles represent my favorite things. This is crocuses, and we would find those in the spring on my grandpa's ranch. This is a combination of sunsets, the park and the Badlands, and with the wild horses in the park, and that's my brand right there. And then this is an impressionistic version of the Northern Lights.
So this is supposed to be Bully, which is TR's phrase. The B is his glasses, the U is his nose with his mustache, the L's are cowboy boots, and the Y is a horse with a rope.